Hey guys, welcome back to another video over here on the Chinese Zodiac and Horoscopes. Today we're going to be doing a reading for you guys born in the year of the sheep or the goat if you prefer. We're just going to shuffle these up and we're going to see how you guys have been. See if you've had a good week or a bad week. That wasn't funny, was it? It was just a little joke or a little attempt at comedy. Let's get back to the shuffle up. Let's just see where we end up. Let's stop about there. And we'll take that one from the bottom. We'll take this one from the middle. We'll take that one from the top. What have we got? Okay, so we've got a black and two whites. So we got the two positives there, which is something to look forward to. It's something to be optimistic about if you're a fool, because as we've already always said, white is not always all right. Black is not always an attack. We can't always get our hopes up when we see the positives because we don't know the compatibilities on the other side of the cards. So let's flip them over and see what we've got. Straight away, we've got this catalytic moment. So we've got some changes happening, some changes that aren't necessarily something that you would agree with or something that you're happy about or something that, you know, you're even involved in. You're just watching it maybe from afar and you're kind of skeptical in a way. You're kind of thinking, oh, okay, things are now starting to change in a different direction, or things are now sort of coming to light. They're transpiring that there is more to it than met the eye before, and it is now going to take a little bit more persuasion to convince you that this is the right thing for you, or this is the right thing in general. But I do think that you don't have to worry too much because that goat is compatible with you. You know, sheep and sheep get on very, very well. They can work together. There's no real rivalry. There's not really any animosity or conflict. So this change realistically is maybe a change that's more kind of health related. It's maybe more sort of like in the area of you feeling a little bit better about something, or feeling better in the way of health, but being skeptical about it, where the change is getting there, you're feeling a little bit better and you're thinking, oh, could this be it? Finally, am I on the mend? But you've been here before where you felt better a couple of days ago and then you sort of spiraled again. It could be something like that, like health related, or more kind of like sort of energy wise. Maybe you've just felt really, really tired and you're slowly starting to feel a little bit more energetic, but you're not convinced. There is change happening in that respect, though. I think that there is a lot more sort of opportunities and a lot more kind of open doors on their way to push you in the direction of, I don't want to say in a more positive place because it's all a matter of perspective at the end of the day, but it's going to push you into a more understandable place where you're going to start to comprehend a lot more, because you're taking that sort of you're taking that opportunity seriously. You're kind of like going, oh, okay, so I'm now feeling a bit better. I can now sort of see things a little bit clearer. I can now get a bit more involved. These changes are happening around me. Where do I now fit in? And I think that's what it is. It's like you're kind of you're not looking for reasons to not get involved or be a part of this. It's not like you've come back to this from wherever you've been and gone, oh, well, I didn't want to do that. I don't want anything to do with it because I wasn't involved. It's more of a case of you're like, oh, where can I fit into this? Where can I kind of fit in with this and make this work? We've got the tiger coming in there, which is not a bad card at all for a sheep person. That tiger is always, every time, potentially going to be very protective of a sheep person. The tiger and the sheep do go together relatively well, and there's no real confrontations there. But it is an emotional thing. So I feel that this is something that this is something that is very attached to you. Like it is an emotional journey for you, even if it is a health thing or a health scare, or you've been sick or ill or in any way just under the weather, and it's got a bit emotional for you, or it could have an emotional strain on you because of this. Maybe it's not you that's being affected by sickness or illness. Maybe it's somebody around you, and that emotional attachment is kind of attached to that, because you don't want people you care about to be ill. You don't want people around you to be sick. You want them to be healthy. You want them to be happy and fit and able. And it's kind of an emotional attachment. But I think right now, as I say, things are looking better, but you're not really convinced. So you've reserved yourself a little bit. You kind of got you sort of got some sort of protection in place. You've put some boundaries in place so you don't end up getting hurt. So you don't end up getting set up for disappointment, or, you know, your expectations or and assumptions and things like this. They don't just set you up for a fall. So you are, you know, you're being careful. I'd say you're being wise with this, but being optimistic nonetheless. And I think right now, as you move forward and you're feeling rather, you know, optimistic, or at least as your optimism grows and your confidence gets a little bit more, sort of, you know, your confidence gets there, and and you're seeing things start to unfold, and you're like, oh, actually, okay, so it's been a while now, things are actually in a better place. That's when you'll start to feel better. That's when you'll start to lose that anxiety of everything's going to go wrong, or it's just going to go back to how it used to be. Like you're sort of, you're watching this as a viewer and you're thinking, oh no, what's going to happen next? What's going to happen next? And it's that what's going to happen next which is driving the anxiety and the worry. But as you start to see that what happens next isn't actually a bad thing, what happens next is actually okay, you'll slowly start to feel better and be like, oh, okay, all right, things aren't that bad. Okay, I can start to relax. I can start to be calm. I can be okay. I think this is okay. Are we going to be okay? And who knows if you're going to be okay, but that tiger's definitely going to look after you, I think. That tiger's definitely here to make sure that everything goes okay. I mean, you don't know, you don't always have to put on the brave face. That's another thing as well, my lovely sheep people, or goat if you prefer. You don't have to always put on this brave face. People know that you are always there for them. They always know that you are going to do the best that you can for them. They know you. Those that care about you know you, and they know that there isn't anything that you wouldn't do to help them or be there for them emotionally or otherwise. So you don't have to worry about always being there for other people, and can take a step back sometimes if you need to, especially if you need to readjust, especially if there are health concerns or health worries involved as well. People will be understanding of, you know, your position in that respect. But it's all good because your friend the rabbit's going to hop along, and it's just going to move you on from this anyway. So we're in a pretty good place, entirely rather than just temporarily, because this catalyst from the goat is one that you're not entirely sure about. You're still a bit iffy about it, and okay, let's see how it goes. But that rabbit one is going to be, as I've said, that rabbit one is literally one of, oh, actually, this is actually okay. Things are good. Things are going all right. And you're going to be able to see that, and it's going to build up that confidence, and that rabbit is going to hop you through that. The rabbit and the sheep get on very well. You're in the same affinity triangle. You are in the same sort of triangle of compatibility. We will be doing a video on the compatibilities and the triangles and your triangle, so hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, because we will be doing videos on that. But the rabbit is one that is going to come and move you out quicker from this. I mean, I say quicker, it could still take its time, but it is going to move you from this place that you are in, and you are going to slowly start to see things in a bit more of a positive place, because that sort of, I suppose, that rabbit is going to inspire you to see these positive things. Sheep people are generally motivated by positive reinforcement, and the rabbit, in this sense, this energy of the rabbit, this the result of what the rabbit catalyst is going to do, it's going to reinforce that positivity. So it's not only going to start making sense and understandable for you, and you're going to start to be like, oh, okay, now I kind of get it, but you're also going to start feeling that confidence as well, and go, well, actually, I'll actually feel quite good about this as well. And it's also going to take you through that in this sort of energy of the rabbit, which is going to reinforce the positivity, where you're thinking, oh, actually, this could have a favourable result for me. So overall, I think it's just a waiting game now, just to get through the week and just let the dust settle. That's the best thing to do here, my lovely sheep people, is just to let the dust settle, and then we can assess the situation after that. But we'll find out, won't we, next week, when we come back and do another reading for you guys born in the year of the sheep or the goat, if you prefer. I'll be back tomorrow for a reading for those born in the year of the monkey and the rooster. So if you're interested, I'll see you then. If not, not to worry, I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, guys. Love and peace.